Next is from Kong Shower, and the subject is, how does Tony Khan react? Even though a lot of the dirt sheets refused to report it, we all know why that was. Tony Khan found himself in the middle of a big controversy on January 1st. The fans finally, after almost 3 years of AEW being in existence, became aware that AEW is a majority white company that has had a 100% white main event scene since it began. I'm not saying Tony Khan is a racist. I just think that he's an idiot and really isn't aware that, on paper, that's a really bad look for AEW in this day and age. So my question is, how do you think Tony Khan responds? No one in wrestling pays more attention to the IWC than Tony Khan. The guy's daily arguments with children and teenagers on Twitter about wrestling, but do you think that he will stay the course and put the AEW title on Bryan Danielson? Or do you still think he will overcorrect and suddenly make Sonny Kiss the champion? I say that because, honestly, AEW right has 0 non-white wrestlers who could move into the main event scene. P.S. Billy is going through with the wrestler and former comment section, blocking anyone who doesn't praise him. Are you guys cool with that? That's not accurate, though. He blocks people that put the timestamps on the videos. So I will say, we already talked about this. And it's the right call. I'll tell you one decision he's going to make that's 100%. Who do you think is going to go over in the Jade Cargill Ruby Soho match?
Jade.
100%. And now it's going to look like
he's doing it to appease the people.
But this whole tournament was made up to build her up, it looks like. Because with Ruby Soho's a WWE girl, she came in with a fan base. She doesn't need to be elevated anymore. So it's like, but that's one thing that I guarantee you could bet. If you could bet on the internet,
bro. Here's the other thing.
What would you bet on that?
And here's the other.
What if he promised Ruby Soho if she came over, he was going to make her the TBS champion or TNT?
Well, guess what? That promise has been broken because of
because the mob,
right?
Because the mob.
So let me and plus, Jada needs to be Jade needs it. Ruby doesn't.
Right.
And but what was the other thing that I was going to tell you about Tony? Oh, and that's the other thing, bro. You got to remember, Tony's thinking about Rampage and Elevation and getting new stars, and when this guy's coming back from an injury, when Jericho coming back from his thing, and he's got a million things to worry about besides, how many, diversity within my roster,
Right.
But it is funny because the other day I did see a picture of like AEW for like TBS or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like Darby, Sting, Cody, the Bucks, Omega. Like there was nobody black in there. I think maybe one person, Brandy.
Right.
Yeah. Did look kind of weird.